Hey everyone, welcome back to Toyota Duo. I'm going to put my hand in here so you know that I'm here. But today we're going to be showing you how to use your dual automatic thermostat on your 5th generation Toyota RAV4. This will be applicable to most all of the RAV4s with the dual automatic climate control system. If you have a question on if it applies to you, obviously you can just look at your thermostat. But I have an applicability chart in the description there so you know which ones will come with it and which ones will not. So just in case maybe you're just in the market for one. But let's get started here. Now there's a bunch of buttons here. What dual automatic climate control does for you on the easier end of things is it means that my side, the driver's side temperature, can be different from the passenger side temperature. So that way you're not always fighting with your spouse or your friends on what the temperature should be in the car. Now, with that in mind, I'll show you how to just start it with it turned off. To turn it on, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can just press auto, and if you press auto, it's going to set to whatever temperature you had it left on, and then I can adjust it from here. So this side is going to where the driver can adjust his temperature or hers, and then the right side is going to be for the passenger. Now, if you're driving by yourself and they are mismatched and you want them to be the same again, all you have to do is press sync and it will sync them back to the driver. And now if I move the driver one, it'll go up and down and do everything by itself. Now, auto mode is going to work just like your home thermostat. So it's going to control the fan speed, it's going to control the temperature, as well as where the air is going. You'll notice if I change the fan speed, which are these buttons right here, so these two, so slower speed, higher speed, if I change that, auto turns off. So you probably noticed that that green light went away. And then if I turn it all the way up and I press auto, it's going to take back control. It's going to move it down because it's already about 68 degrees in this vehicle. Now, with that in mind, this button over here is how you can change where the air is going. So face, feet, window, window and feet. If I press this button, you'll notice auto also turns off right here because auto also takes control of this one in some cases. So if I press auto, you'll notice it goes back to face because we're trying to cool the vehicle. That's where it thinks it's optimal. But you can press this to change where the air is going. Now, if you're just trying to defrost the front windshield, all you have to do is press front. That's going to defrost the front window. Now, with that in mind, front will also turn auto off. Then you'll have to control your fan speeds here if you're trying to defrost it. Now, with that in mind, rear, this is your rear defrost. If you press this button, it'll just heat the coils in that back window, and it will not turn off auto, as you can see. Eco, heat, and cool will also not turn off auto, but if I press this button here, now what it's going to do, especially in auto mode, it's going to take a little bit longer to heat or cool the vehicle, but it's trying to be as efficient as possible with its energy. So it's not going to use so much power trying to heat or cool the vehicle. It will take longer to heat or cool it, just so you're aware. You can turn that on or off manually. Now, part of the reason why there's a button for it is in your drive modes, which most of you have probably already seen. I'm going to try and tilt this down a little bit. You do have an eco mode right here. So if I press this button and put the vehicle itself in eco mode, you'll notice the eco heat and cool just turned on. If I press normal drive mode, eco and heat and cool is going to turn off. Part of the reason why you have a button is because if you have it in eco mode for the drive mode, you can press this again, keep it in the eco drive mode, but turn your thermostat off eco. So, but yeah, anyways, we'll move on from that one. This button here, it's already green lit. This is your recirculating for the air, so it's just going to recirculate everything. If I press auto, auto will also take control of the recirculating. So I can turn that off manually. If I press auto again, it'll decide if it needs to recirculate or not. Now this button we've had a lot of questions on, which is on the far right of the thermostat here. You notice there's a little person with an arrow and then a person behind him with an X. What this does is it shuts off the air completely to the back seat. So you do have vents in the rear. It will stop the air. It'll actually just mechanically close the hatch and air will not go through. They can also shut the hatch manually in the back, but this just keeps it to the front only. So I don't know, maybe if you have kids that are a friend that's just kind of, being special and trying to punish them or something, you can take away their AC. You're like, nope, AC for me only. Or if you're by yourself, you can just cool yourself down or heat yourself. Now, with that in mind, that's the majority of the buttons right here. I will show you how to use the heated seats just because this one does have it. It's really straightforward. It's these ones here, and on the front or left and right side. This only applies to vehicles that have the weather package until you get into the upper trim levels, so the LE will not come with this whatsoever. But the Limited actually has heated and cooled seats, so stay tuned. I'll show you how to use those. But real quick, your AC button, which is going to be right here, auto will also take control of AC, as you can see right there. If you don't want it to do that, you can change it. So if you don't want auto to decide if AC is going to be on or off, what you can do, and this will work on the Limited too, is you got to go into your infotainment system right here. Now, typically you might see it on the radio, you might see this screen. What you got to do is, I'm sorry, my camera's all wonky. There we go. Go down to the settings tab, which is the bottom left corner. And then we're going to go down, keep scrolling to vehicle customize. Then you're going to see climate. Then I can do AC mode with auto. Currently it's on. I'm going to touch it to turn it off. So now you'll notice if I turn the AC off, then I press auto, it does not turn back on. But if I do this, and now I press auto, it's going to determine if I press auto, see, it just turned on. So just determined that it does need the AC. So yeah, let me take you over to the Limited real quick so you can see how to do the heated and ventilated seats. All right, for those of you that have heated and ventilated seats, again, we've got an applicability chart down below. You're actually going to have buttons instead of well, I guess those other ones are buttons, but just dedicated one button, doesn't click or anything for your heated and ventilated. Now, I'm going to go a little bit closer here so you can see it is on the driver and passenger side, just like the heated seats. To use these, it's pretty straightforward. You just press the button. You'll see you have 3 different modes instead of just the high and low like you did on the other trims. But you press this and you see it can go high, medium, and low right here. So 1 being low, 3 being high. In regards to the ventilated seats, all you gotta do is press the blue button right here. So now I can have it on 3, high, medium, low, just like that. And it'll work on both sides. So you can see that. And you see that. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Now, I believe if you restart the vehicle, we'll try that right now. I'll have my heated seats on, turn the car off, and then if I turn it back on, yep, they will still stay on for you. So wherever you leave it, it will stay on, and that also applies if you remote start the vehicle too. You can have your heated seats and ventilated seats already running from the night before. So in regards to the climate control system, the dual automatic climate control is going to be the same on XLE Limited, so we don't really have to go in depth on that. The biggest difference is you have a lot bigger screen in the upper trim level, so you have a 10-inch. So I'll skip this for now, and I'll show you that AC button, but it's the exact same setup, same layout. And we'll go to Vehicle Customize, Climate, same button. So but yeah, that's a quick how-to on how to use your dual automatic thermostat on your 5th generation RAV4. I hope that was helpful. I know we get a lot of questions on stuff like this, but if you have any other questions, drop a comment down below. Look forward to helping you out when we can get to those comments, and look forward to making more videos for you. So but yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks again.